Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. 2.1 came and with it we have two new endgame modes. Well, should I even call Fantasy of the Thousand Gateways endgame mode? It is pretty much the simulated universe from Honkai Star Rail. It is weekly, it resets, it gives you one pull per week, and it's pretty easy to do. It's all about the grind and getting the correct buffs. You should be able to complete it with pretty much any properly built character. By the way, speaking of buffs, the Time Rider whatchamacallit, I don't really remember the name of that exact buff, is absolutely insane. That thing was destroying like 1/4 of boss HP in 30 seconds. Absolutely crazy. I had a very easy time doing it with that one. But the most important is Whimpering Waves. Who even named this thing? I was like, what is this name? But regardless, this is pretty much Tower of Adversity, but AoE is essentially what Pure Fiction was for Honkai Star Rail. I know I keep bringing those parallels, but it's because I play both games, so bear with me. With the addition of this AoE focused endgame mode, there are obviously Resonators that absolutely love it, and the stonks are up, 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 while others are simply cursing their lives. Which is we are gonna find out in this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get started. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room, okay? Camellia. Camellia is made for this endgame mode, or maybe this endgame mode was made specifically for her. Kuro heard that Prydon was planning to downgrade Camellia to tier 0.5, and they were like, nope, she stays up there. But you don't need to take my word for it. You can simply check the popular teams in game and you'll find out that in top 10 Camellia is everywhere, and I mean everywhere. She's absolutely in every single of the top 10 most used teams. It's actually insane. She got a massive indirect buff with this one. Her rerun should also be coming pretty soon, so in your place I will start saving. We can't talk about Camellia without talking about Roshia. She is absolutely a monster in this mode. Most of you, I guess, have skipped her because people still are using Sanhua for the most part, which is understandable. At her release, she was just slightly better for Camellia than Sanhua, who would use like 100 something pulls just for that, what I believe it was 3 or 4% damage increase, but things changed. She is the best gatherer in the game. She not only is able to gather the enemies during her rotation, but she's also providing that utility box that you can trigger during your DPS rotation to keep the enemies stuck in place. With her on your team, enemies simply cannot move. You know, I never understood why Roshia was put so low on the tier list even before, because she was pretty much Sanhua level, and now she's even better. So I am hoping to see some changes Prydon. And finally we have Jian. Jian was the first DPS, the OG of gathering, and with each patch he pretty much got worse and worse with more DPSs added that were able to dish out more damage. But now he is back, baby. He is back. He's still not gonna make me pull for him, but hey, I just love this way of approaching power creep. Indirect buffs through new endgame modes or equipment to all characters so they can compete with the new ones. This is pretty much the Genshin way, and I love that Kuro decided to copy this one too. An honorable mention is Carlotta. To be frank with you, I did not expect her to do as well as she currently does, and I don't really know why. When you think about it, she has a lot of AoE. Her forte is AoE, her initial liberation is AoE, every death knell has piercing, and the last death knell is pretty much a railgun, but still using a gun, she was always giving me, for some reason, the impression of being a single target DPS. And she proves us wrong. I believe she is the second best DPS besides Camellia for this endgame mode. Not exactly sure because I don't have Jian. It's between her and Jian, but still she is a monster in Tower of Adversity, and she is a monster in Whimpering Waves, those that pulled for her, congratulations. And I believe a portion of her success is also because of the token, the ghost spell that receives harmonized praise. It provides 40% crit rate and 80% crit damage. This is insane. This is actually massive. For most characters, this is wasted, at least half of it. Because I don't know about you guys, but my Resonators have at least 90% crit rate, almost all of them, with one single exception. You guessed it, Carlotta. My Carlotta is currently at 70% crit rate. So she is able to take advantage pretty much of the full buff of this token. Actually crazy. Now I don't know if those tokens changed when the new season will come. My bet is that they won't, and Kuro will simply add more tokens that match different teams, you know, that kind of stuff, but will remain to be seen. With winners, we also have to have losers. And one of the losers of this new endgame mode is Anchor. I am very sorry for our favorite gremlin. I know I saw some insane clears, I believe 5,000 points with Anchor and Sanhua, but those are on CN, okay? If you are able to do those, congratulations. I believe 90% or more of you will not be able to do it. I can do it, I admit. I will not spend like days upon days just to learn that type of niche rotation when I can simply brute force it simply with Camellia and Carlotta. I'm not looking for world records, but yeah, if you are looking for them, then Anchor is still the best F2P DPS even in this situation. But if you don't, she pretty much got shafted as most of her kit is single target. And the biggest loser of Whimpering Waves is, and it hurts me. It actually hurts me to say it, but it's Phoebe. You might be thinking, Phoebe's kit is pretty much full on AoE. How does she not perform that great in this mode? Well, it's not her fault. It's partially it is her fault. More exactly, her kit's limitation and dependence on Spectrophrasal. And the other part of the fault lies with Spectro Rover. So the way this works is Spectro Rover will apply with his Liberation, Spectrophrasal on enemies, then Phoebe will come in, she will obliterate the wave, it will take like 1 to 2 seconds, then you'll go back to Spectro Rover and apply Spectrophrasal again with his skill, again to Phoebe, she will destroy that wave too, and then what? You will have some massive downtime, or you'll need to start using your rover as a DPS on the field. You simply cannot keep up with the waves spawning. And as I mentioned before, I'm expecting a 5-star upgrade over rover for Phoebe. And with this, it made me think, maybe the new character will have some way to apply Spectrophrasal off field. But what do you guys think? What teams did you guys use to beat this? Please let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, have a wonderful day and bye.